What's going on? What's going on, y'all? This is Philosophical from the Rap Review Room, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Man, I got a special guest. We're going to get right into that in a second. Man, we're going to be reviewing Lecrae Reconstruction album, man. I have some thoughts. We have some thoughts, man. Definitely excited about this. Cut to the intro. What's going on? What's going on, man? As I stated before, man, we've got a special review with I got a special guest here, man, Bowie, man. Appreciate you taking the time coming on the show, man. Really appreciate it. Like I said, we're gonna be reviewing the Lecrae Reconstruction album. Man, I want to thank everybody that has liked and subscribed to the page. I'm on a road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure JCBowie is also on that road. Same road, same
Hey,
road.
brother, we journey together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
We roll
yes,
together.
yes, man. Yes, man. I wanna thank you, JCBowie, man. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself, man.
Man, so what it do is JC Boo coming to you live and in your living room, all the way from the great city of Dallas, Texas. That's JC Boy with a
Ah,
zero. You know what I'm
nice.
saying? From nothing without my hero, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I am a YouTube streamer. And I'm not just one of those like just gaming streamers or I'm just in there just having conversation. No, like I give legit, authentic, real content.
Yes.
Just based on my foundation, my relationship with Christ. That's all. We're gonna have a good time. I'm here to turn up, but I'm gonna do so in the Lord's name. And I'm really excited to be here, man. When you sent out that first DM, I was like, wait, what? Oh, snap.
I know.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That's definitely the reaction. Speaking of Dallas, I was just there a couple weeks ago, man. It's actually beautiful there, man. It's
Oh yeah.
actually nice there. Yeah, it's actually nice there, man. But
Hey, and it's growing still. It's a
yeah,
big city, but we still growing, you
it's
know?
man. I told my wife, I was like, man, is it a possibility we can move here?
Where you guys at now?
We in the DMV area.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Yeah. So, man, let's talk about Lecrae a little bit here, man.
Let's talk about the cream,
We're gonna
man.
start with the special guest JC on here. What's your thoughts on Lecrae, man? Throughout his discography, and
Oh
him as a
man.
rapper, man. Because there's been
I
a lot of things about thing that kind of tear him away from certain people.
Yeah, for sure. So grew up in the church, right? And so my first introduction to rap was through Christian rap, and
Right.
that was the cross movement, that was
Okay.
grits, that was Lil Out Rock, and there
Yep.
was Lecrae. Like I remember
Yeah.
Lecrae's first, like it was a church clothes.
Okay.
And
Yes.
this
Yes.
is like
Yes.
back during
Yes.
this like his
Yep.
mixtape, you know what I'm saying, first
Yep.
album days. And so
The rebel.
yeah,
Oh
the
yeah.
rebel,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
oh,
Yep.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a
Real talk. Yep. Real talk. Yeah. I know, man. Yep.
That's what's up. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I thought when he first came out, I was like, okay, this is a little rough. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Let me
Yeah.
stick to the cross movement and the
And I
grits and
and,
the
and,
whoever.
I,
That's
and
all.
I'll add to that because I'll say it's rough because it didn't sound that great either.
Exactly.
It did.
That part. That part. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have my classmates listen to this, you know
and
what
he
I'm
and he
saying?
wasn't and he wasn't rhyming the same way he is now.
No, 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 no.
Right.
I
Right.
would say
Right.
like when it came around like the anomaly, the album, for me,
Okay.
that's when he like really took off.
Okay. You didn't
Like
like
the
Gravity?
Gravity was fire.
Okay.
Which one
Okay.
came first? It was Anomaly or was it Gravity? I can't remember.
So it was Real Talk. Then after the music stops, and then Rebel. I think Rebel was kind of that turning point for him a little bit,
Yeah,
and then that first album, Gravity.
Gravity. Okay, okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was Gravity that was starting. And then when they released the Anomaly, I was
Anomaly.
like,
Right.
oh yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He done grown up, you know. So he
Right.
put hair on his chest, and when
Right.
it came to the
Right.
lyrics and content.
Right.
So yeah, man, I just feel like Lecrae definitely like leader of Christian hip hop.
Right.
I feel like let me say this. Let me find a good way to phrase this. I feel like because I was talking with a friend of mine recently. Shout out to JG Green, but
Okay.
he was saying that Lecrae is a type where he'll see a trend or he'll see something that's like hype and he'll kind of jump on that bandwagon and go.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
Okay.
like even though he's evolving, it's like what is authentically Lecrae? You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Right.
I still think it's a great leader. The fact that he's able to evolve and like kind of go with the flow of the times. But it's like I feel
Right.
like sometimes it feels as though he's going along with popularity and not necessarily like what's him.
I will
So
say this. I will say this. I feel like he did do that on this newer album, and I now
yeah,
that you say that, I didn't really think about that. I didn't think
yeah,
about that, and I feel like he did that a lot. And it started on what was it? Church Clothes 4. Was it Church
yep,
Clothes 4?
yep,
Was that was the one? Yeah, that was the one before. Was that was a little bit after Restoration, I think.
yep. It was.
And you know, it had a little bit. Remember that song by Childish Gambino, "Coming to America"? Was it?
Yep.
Yeah,
This is
he
America.
had a.
Yeah,
This is America. I'm sorry. This is. I'm thinking
yeah.
about the movie, but this is America. And Lecrae had a song on Church Clothes 4 that sounded just like that.
Was it
And
This is
it was
America, or
no, it
was
was
it still in America?
Still in America.
Yep,
And I
yep.
was like, and then he had a song on there called "This Is the Ops," and I was like, man, where is he going with some of this, man?
Right.
And right, and not to be spoiler alert, I Gravity introduced me to Lecrae a little bit more, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
went back and listened to Rebel and after the music stops. I think at that time I appreciated it, but now going back and listen to it, I was like, I can't listen to this. He probably doesn't even like it. And then
Right.
Anomaly came out, right?
Yeah.
And that was the album where I was like, oh, we're getting prime spaz like type of Lecrae and really voicing his feelings. But I feel like
Yes.
Gravity and Anomaly are two albums where I'm sorry to say it, I think he hit his production very well. But
Mm-hmm.
if you really kind of go back and listen to those albums,
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think he's very clear with his message. I
Mm.
don't think he's very clear with what he's trying. Because think about it, during those two albums, right?
Yeah.
He speaks on a regular basis, and he's spoken about this on the very first episodes of his podcast, right? When
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z was trying to sign him. And he
Yeah.
speaks about the fact that he turned down a deal, and then a lot of people came out. It was like, well, why does a person like Lecrae have connections with Jay Z? What's
Yeah.
going on here, right?
Yeah.
And then it came out with the fact that he people said that you're a Christian rapper. He responded and said, no, I'm just a rapper that's Christian. And
Yeah.
I think that kind of turned some heads, right? And then
Yeah.
even a song on Anomaly, my favorite song with Big Crit on there.
Okay.
Amazing track. And
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
people kind of turned their back a little bit on Lecrae.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can see why. Because like, and it is another thing that we talked about, my friend and I, is like I feel, and it kind of goes back to what I was saying, like as far as like he's trying to go with what's popular and like trying to
Right,
go with what the
right.
wave is, and so it
And
just feels like
sometimes it doesn't
sometimes,
work. It doesn't
say,
work.
man, complete like nah, bro, like try again, go back to the drawing board.
Right, right,
But yeah,
right,
it
right,
feels as though like he does it sometimes for popularity instead of like authenticity. Like he's
right,
trying to like cast his net wide
right,
instead of like
right,
allowing the net to be like strong and like
right.
so that's like the biggest thing I have with
I
Lecrae.
think he's to me, I'm gonna start with Reach Records, right?
Okay.
Some disappointments for me on Reach Records. When he started
Oh,
Reach
talk
Records,
to me.
I I'm a big fan. You're probably gonna agree with this, right? I'm a
Mhm.
big fan of Triple E. I'm a big fan of Takashi. To me, I know he left, but in the beginning, I wasn't a big fan of him. But during the
Yeah.
tail end of it, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it, right?
Right.
Same thing with KB. KB, I was not a fan of in the beginning, and then as the tail end of it, I was like, oh, I like
Yeah.
KB. Andy Mineo is another one,
Andy
right?
Neal's fire.
Right, Andy Mineo. Well, Andy Mineo, I feel like I put him and Lecrae kind of a little bit of the same. He's trying to find his
Really?
sound. Uh, uh, he he bounces between. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I think what Harvey is today is what Andy Mineo was that back at that time.
You
Right?
know what's crazy? I never put that connection together, but that's
Right.
so on point. That's
When
so
I
on
when I
point.
right when I hear Hovey, I hear Andy Mineo. I was like, oh, this is Andy Mineo, just on
Yeah.
a little bit more melodic type of sound, right?
Facts.
So my point is Reach Records when they announced this album, and
Hmm.
I was like, oh man, and it really never came out. It was just like singles and singles and singles and singles. I
Yeah.
feel like Lecrae is different when he's with his crew, with Triple E and all that. But when he
Yeah.
goes solo, it's completely different. It's
Mm.
completely different, right?
Yeah.
Me, I feel like I love Restoration. I feel like Restoration is better than Gravity. I feel like Restoration is better
Yeah.
than Anomaly. I
Yeah.
also like All Things Work Together. I think that All
Mm.
Things Work Together and Restoration are albums. I feel like the sound just works. I think Restoration is his best album, right?
Okay.
Melodic, yeah, and he is working on with some secular artists on that album, right?
Yeah.
But I think it works. I think that production works, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like sometimes now Lecrae is he's got a podcast. I don't know where he's going now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know as an artist, because he said, I'm not making any more music. I'm retiring. Then he comes back with Church Clothes 4.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about Lecrae. I mean, but when I heard this new album, we're gonna get to that in a little bit here. I
Let's get
like
it.
this new album. I like this new album, and I'm gonna say it right now. It's gonna go on my albums of the year list. It's gonna go. It's gonna go on my albums of the year list. And
Okay. Okay.
but I will say I think it's his third best album. I s-
Third
I,
best.
I think it's his third best. I think it's better than Gravity, and I think it's better. A lot of people say Anomaly is still his best album. And
Yeah.
production wise, I don't think it's better than Restoration.
So you think it's second then?
Anomaly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or fourth?
okay, so I'm gonna say Restoration.
Okay.
Um, All Things Work Together was a great album.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that second because Reconstruction just came out. I need to. It's got to stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
Reconstruction is gonna be third. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and then Anomaly, and then Gravity. Yeah.
Okay.
What do
Okay.
you think? You kind of think the same way?
Woo! Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hold on to your seat. I will put just right off the bat. I will
Okay.
say I'll put Restoration number one.
Okay. Okay.
Restoration
So
number one.
you agree with that?
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Tell me why you feel like that's his best album.
Because I feel like musically it was diverse.
Right. Right.
2, the production was on fire.
Yep.
3, I feel like he wasn't trying. Like, of course, you mentioned they had secular artists on there, but I felt like
Right.
he was still like authentically staying true to
Right.
like him in his relationship with Christ. I feel like that was
Right.
captured beautifully. You know what I'm saying?
And I felt like sometimes we have certain artists that you can tell by certain artists that are just spewing Bible verses,
Yeah.
but and it's just Lecrae knows how to relate to his audience to where like I went through that. I think it's more of, and I give him a little bit of a pass when he kind of goes into like you said, like trying to like I won't call it culture vulture, but kind of
Yeah.
like adapt to a different sound. I think he's trying to connect to a different audience,
Oh, for sure.
possibly. So I get that part, right? But on that Restoration album, there's one song in there I felt like I was like, I don't like Hammer Time is probably his worst song. I don't like Hammer Time at all. At all, man. At all. Every time, every time that album, every time that song comes on, I'm like, it reminds me of the Ops. It reminds me of even on this new album, he's got brick by brick. I mean, I'm gonna get.
So are you saying? Okay, just to make sure we're on the same. Are we talking about Hammer Time 1K Food?
Yeah,
bro, you don't like that one? Oh my
man,
gosh, that's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, Hammer Time. I don't think the production's that great on there. I don't. It's something about the production on there that's not that great.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I think I like Restoration because he's not doing. Lecrae has a habit of kind of sing-songy his own hooks. I like the soul and the melodic on this album. Hammer Time. I'm sorry, Hammer Time to me is just. I don't. Well, I'll say this. I don't think it was a great single. I'll say this. I don't think it's a great single. On the album, I'll give it a pass, right? But I don't think it was a great single. In my opinion, right? That's the song I skip on Restoration. But go ahead. Restoration.
You skip it?
I skip it when it comes on. Skip.
No, that's crazy.
Skip.
No,
Skip.
Hammer Time was that song that I would listen to like if I'm like cruising on campus, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, hey, it was good. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't
For
nothing to get
me,
hyped to. But it was like just background music to like play
yeah, but
if
that
I'm
that's
trying to
that
like
that
vibe or something.
yeah, that doesn't make it good. That doesn't make that for me,
Teach his own.
ride down is backseat. I like backseat. That's what his
Okay.
best
Okay.
songs.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, yeah. He's got a lot of songs in it. But go ahead, restoration.
I'll say restoration.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me choose my words carefully. I'll say restoration. I would even say all thing. Hold on. I would say restoration.
Okay.
I would say, and this is off the top of my head right now. Church
Okay.
4, Church Close 4.
Ooh, okay. Are we counting those mixtapes? Because technically,
No, we count just the
we're count.
album.
Okay, just the album, just the album.
Just the
Because if we're
album.
gonna
Yeah.
count mixtapes, I will think about it. I would possibly, is it Church Close 2?
Yeah.
I think it's Church Close 2. I would probably put, and I know a lot of people are gonna get me for this. I would put Church Close 2 over Anomaly and Gravity. I would put Church Close. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Church Close out of that series. Church Close 2 is the best one. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm speaking about the right one. Right?
Yeah. I ain't trying to
Close.
have you canceled.
Well, I mean, you know. Let me see. Church Close 2. No. What? No. Not Church Close 2. I always remember this album. It could have been Church Close 3. It could have been Church Close 3.
Was it 2016? How long ago was it?
Uh,
Did it come out?
it was around that time, 2016.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it was 3. It was 3.
yeah, it was 3. It was 3. Yep, it was 3. It was 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Church
was a
Close
fire
3.
one. That
Yeah,
was a fire
yeah.
one. That was a fire one.
I would put that album because I would put that album right
Mhm.
above. No. Church Close 3 was the one he did with Zaytoven, right? No, that wasn't a great
No,
one.
that was Let the Trap Say Amen. That was the one
Oh
he did
man,
with Zaytoven.
don't get me started on that album.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't get me started on that album.
No, here's the thing. I was excited for it, and
Oh,
then I heard it,
I
and
was
I
too.
was like,
I was too.
"Dang, bro,
I was too.
dang,
I was too.
dang, man!" Like I even
I
listened to it.
know.
I was like, "Okay." I even tried to trick my brain. I was like, "Okay, this is hype,"
Right.
and then I went back and
Right.
listened to it over, and I was like, "Nah, this
Yeah.
ain't
I
it."
tried. Yeah. But like I said, Church Close 2,
Yeah.
I would possibly, if I had to line those two up, I would possibly put that above. I would put, I'll put it above Gravity. I'll put it above
Okay.
Gravity.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think it's maybe a tie with Anomaly because a lot of people like Anomaly.
Bro,
And
Anonymous, that classic, man. That's that
uh,
one.
I think
What
you're
about
right.
Rehab?
You're right.
What do you think about Rehab?
That goes back to the sound. I think he was still. I think you know. Rehab. Wait a minute. Rehab was before Rebel, right?
It was afterward.
Okay, that was
Yeah,
before
I
Rebel.
think. Hold on, let
Okay,
me
yeah,
see.
Rehab.
Yeah,
Okay, Rehab. Yeah, Rehab. Yeah, Rehab was better than Rebel to me. Okay, yeah, Rehab. Yeah.
yeah. I'm
I don't
saying
think
like during that time, it was really starting to like
right. It
go
was
like this.
trajectory up. Right.
Right.
I won't put it above Church Close. I won't put it. I don't think it's above. I don't think it's above Church Close. But go ahead. Restoration.
Okay, so I would say Restoration, Church Close
Okay.
4,
Okay. Church.
and
That's
then
surprising. Why Church Close 4? That's surprising.
there was because it was an album that I was not expecting to do the way it did. That's why. Like it was a
Okay.
lot better than I thought. It exceeded
Okay.
expectations. I didn't think it was gonna be that good because, like you said, Church Close 2, 3, and even like that first one, it was like that first one was like that classic. So I was like, okay,
Right.
4, I
Right.
don't know if you're trying to build or something. So I had low expectations with it, and it actually exceeded that.
Okay.
So
Okay. Church Close 4 was probably the least of my in that series.
yeah.
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 If we had to rank Church Close the series, I would probably put because Church Close 1 was a classic. I think Church Close 1 was a classic. Then Church Close 2, then
Then
4,
3 and
then 3. Yeah.
oh, so you put
4
3
was better.
last.
Yeah. Let me
Wow.
look. Yeah, let me look. I always have to look.
Wow.
Church Close. Close 3. Let me double check this because I don't want people crucifying me in the comments, man. Okay. Let me see. All right, I take it back. It's Church
Yeah.
Clothes 3. That's a classic. So Church Clothes 3 to me. Church Clothes
All right.
3, then 1,
Then
then
2 and then
4.
4.
I think 4 is better than 2.
Oh, okay.
I think
All right.
4
I
is.
wasn't expecting that.
I think 4. 2 was kind of 2 to me. People kind of disagree but agree. I felt like it was a little rush. Production
It
kind of was
was.
a little, yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, it's Church Clothes 3.
Okay.
Three and 1 are probably a tie for me because both of them are classics. I think 1 was a classic.
Yeah.
3 kind of just went by the wayside. People didn't really give it as it didn't get the same traction as 1, and then
Yeah.
4, and
Okay.
then 2, and
Okay.
then 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a valid
Okay.
list. That's
Yeah.
valid.
Yeah. So
I get it.
Restoration, Church Clothes 4.
And Anomaly. Because Anomaly was like when I really became like, okay, this is like Lecrae.
Okay.
This is it. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
those are my top
Okay.
3 of
Okay.
Lecrae.
So you got Restoration, Church Clothes
Yeah.
4,
Yep.
then Anomaly.
Yep.
Okay.
Now,
What else?
as far as bodies of work where I like more than 2 songs on it, you know what I'm
Oh, okay.
saying? Like each
Okay.
album, I like the song, but this is like the first one I was like, yo, I like
Okay.
multiple songs.
Where's Gravity? Man, because I will say Gravity, he was rapping. He was
He
rapping.
was.
I think Anomaly
He
he slowed
was.
it down, but he was still rapping.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Listen, I like Gravity. I like Gravity. I don't know if I can put it top 3 of them. I don't know if I put it top 3. Because to
Woo!
me, again, he was still kind of doing like this
Okay.
with it. He was still kind of
Okay.
doing like this with it. So
Okay.
I'll probably put it like five. I'll put All Things Work
Ooh.
Together 4 and then
Okay. Okay.
Gravity 5. Yeah.
What did you think about All Things Work Together?
What I think about All Things Work Together.
Because that's
I
when he
thought,
blew up. I think he kind of calmed down a little bit. Then he blew up again because he had the song with Tori Kelly.
yes.
Yeah, he had a song with
Yes.
Tori Kelly. You're right. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then he started working with man, what's the group name? I think they're signed to Reach Records too. The 2 guys. Because
Um,
they had the song with Kirk Franklin
yeah.
and Tori Kelly was on it. Oh man, what's the name of that track? It'll come to me in a second. But yeah, he started working with some other artists that I feel like, it was real dope. So, but go ahead.
Yeah.
You had a where's you said did all things work together. You got all things work together below Gravity.
No, above it.
Oh, above Gravity.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have above
Okay.
Gravity. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
Reconstruction? You got Reconstruction last.
No, no, no. I would put Reconstruction last. And see, I'm only putting Reconstruction
Because it just came
lower.
out. Because it
It
just
just
came out.
came out, yeah, so it hasn't really like sat with me yet,
I
or like
think
reflect.
Reconstruction is better than Gravity.
Oh, for sure, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like I said, I think it's better than Anomaly.
I would even put it
Uh,
above. Let the church say amen.
oh
Oh,
well.
I'm sorry. All things are together. All things are
do you
together. I'll put it above
do
that.
you put it above Church Close 4?
No,
I think that's where we disagree. I would probably put it above
you
Church
put it
Close 4.
above that.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? 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 Why?
I think it's a better version of Church Close 4. If he named this album Church Close 5, I would probably put this album
Okay.
probably above I think this is a better version of Church Close 4. In my opinion, I think it
Okay.
is. And then he
Okay.
had that
That's
West
a good
Coast,
one.
and then he had that West Coast album with Miles.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
check?
yeah. That's with
Yeah,
E40. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, Miles. What's the guy's
Minute.
name? Bennett. Yeah, Miles Bennett. Yeah,
Miles
Miles
minute.
Bennett.
Yeah,
Yep. That was cool. That
I
was
dig it.
cool. I mean, yeah, he always represented for the West Coast and everything. So
I didn't know
okay,
Lecrae was from the West Coast, so it was like,
I thought he was from Atlanta. I always thought he was
nah,
from Atlanta. Yeah, he's from the
nah.
West Coast though.
So he's
Yeah.
born in Houston, and then he grew
Okay.
up in San Diego.
Okay.
And I didn't
Okay.
know that until after Reconstruction came out. So
Right. Right. Well, I did not know that until that mixtape with Miles
yeah,
Bennett came out. Yeah, I was like, why is he doing? And then I looked. I was like, oh, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. So let's talk about Reconstruction.
Let's talk
Right.
about it.
Let's talk about Reconstruction. Right.
Let's get
As
into
I,
it.
as I said, this album is going to be on my end of the year list. Right.
Hmm. Hmm.
So let's kind of speak about track listing here, right?
All right.
We're gonna start with the Reconstruction. I thought the very first song, banger, needed, banger. It sounds very anomaly like, very gravity like, banger.
W. It was a W. It was
W.
a W. Yeah.
My story. I'm gonna say
Bro,
this right now.
go ahead.
I'm gonna. And
Talk to me.
this is where my Hammer Time rant is gonna come out because I'm gonna talk about that
Okay.
on one of these tracks, right?
Okay.
My story is what I wanted from Lecrae. This is the rapping from Lecrae I've wanted
Yes.
for a long time.
Yes.
For a
I agree with
long
that.
time,
I
right?
agree with that.
And
No.
this is what we needed.
Mhm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
My
no, no,
story.
no. No, it look like you on a roll. You got the floor.
But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You were
No,
talking
I
about
was
my
just saying,
story.
like my story, it had the level of depth along with the
Right.
lyricism that I was looking
Right.
for from Lecrae that I feel like we've been kind of missing for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was
Right.
like he kind of
Yep.
went back to, like you said,
Anomaly.
anomaly.
Yep.
Yeah, he went back to
Yep.
those days with this one.
Yep.
That's all I was
Yep.
like, finally, man, we got some stuff back from you. You know?
Yep. So this is where my rant's getting ready to come. Right.
Oh, this is all right.
Tell no lies. Right. This is where it goes into, I don't like using culture vulture with Lecrae. This is
Yeah.
the Lecrae I do not like. This is the
Mm.
Lecrae where it's like it's just Hammer Time all over again. Right.
This man did not like Hammer Time.
It's the thing about it is I like Jackie Hill Perry's verse on this.
Yeah.
I don't like the way he's rapping on this. Right.
I don't like so either.
I like Jackie Hill Perry.
Yeah.
I, I've been a fan. She's another one where I feel like, if we could get some consistency from her, that's another
Yeah.
story. But if we get some she had one album where I was like, man, and then she kind of was like, I'm done.
Yeah. Let me go back to this podcast that I got.
Right. But this is the rapping from Lecrae where I when you said earlier where you were
Yeah.
like, the culture he's trying to broaden to a different audience, right? And I
Yeah.
don't think it sounds well from Lecrae. But
No.
what are your thoughts on this? Do you kind of agree with that?
I agree with it. And also too, and this might just be me, you know what I'm saying? God bless Jackie Hill Perry. But
Right.
I feel like it's one of those like her lyrics can be meaningful, but at times they can be kind of like Kanye West's, where it's like
Okay.
you kind of just talking for the sake of
Okay.
talking.
Yeah,
And I
because she
felt like
does
with
that
this one,
poetic rap. She does that poetic rap. Right.
yeah. And see, I'm used to like my type is like, okay, it's poetic, but there's also like a central like theme to it. And I
Right.
feel like with her, it's like we're gonna go this way, we're gonna go that way, we're gonna this way, we're going that way. And so I feel like Lecrae, as far as like strength, was like, okay, I'm gonna let Jackie take it.
Right.
And then Jackie was like, all right, let me see what I could do with it. And then this, that, and the third. And so I was like, oh, I feel like this could have been a lot better than it actually
Because you
came
wanted
out.
rapping Jackie Hill Perry. You wanted a different.
Yeah.
I just thought about it, and we can have a discussion about this.
Okay.
And I'm now trying to figure out if it's Jackie Hill Perry or this artist, right?
Mm.
When I hear Jackie Hill Perry and I've gone back and listened to her stuff, I hear
Yeah.
Rhapsody. I hear Rhapsody.
Wow.
And when Rhapsody's
Okay.
starting to do this thing where it's like a lot of the talk rap, but a
Yeah.
lot on the spectrum of, black and women and things like that. And Jackie Hill Perry, she kind of totes that line a little bit, but she does it from a Christianity point of,
Yeah.
where it's like women in the Christian sphere is not being spoken about respectfully, right? And I get all that.
Yeah.
And when I heard her on this, I was like, I thought about Rhapsody. And it's funny because Lecrae has worked with Rhapsody on Restoration.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Which again, I even go back to Restoration. Those deluxe songs he put out were amazing. That deep end remix with Rhapsody was amazing. I wish we would get that. I wish he would have put Jackie Hill Perry on that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
hey, put both of them on there. Put both
yeah,
of them.
right.
And even that song, I forgot the name of the song. Harvey's on there. KB is on there. It was on the deluxe.
I gotta go back and watch that.
It was on a deluxe album, Restoration. It was the last track. Oh man, what was the name of that song? Oh man, what an amazing track, man. Oh man, I
Yeah, you
have
got to pull that one up.
yeah. It was called oh man, Restored. Few was on
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And DK is on that, and Hovey's on that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Like I
I don't
said,
think I listened to
DK.
the deluxe version of that.
Oh,
I think I just
go
listened to
back and listen to the deluxe version of that.
it. Okay. I
And
will.
Celebrate More with Andy Mineo. That was a great track. Go back and listen to that deluxe
Mm,
project with
okay.
those last 3 to 4 tracks. Amazing.
Okay.
But
Okay. I'll
again,
go back.
Jackie Hill Perry again. She I think she did her thing. The production was cool on this.
Yeah.
I just didn't like. I didn't like Lecrae's rapping on this. I'm sorry.
No, it was
Didn't
all
like
right.
it
It,
because
it was all right.
when he raps like this, I kind of tune out a little bit. You know, uh,
Not too now.
I tune out, man. It's just something about brick for brick. I'm sorry.
Bro, let me tell
I'm
you something.
sorry.
I know you hate Brick for Brick, but Brick for Brick is that gym banger, yo. Like if I'm trying to like go for like reps, you know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to go for that 3 rep max, I'm putting on Brick for Brick. Cause
I,
whoever the artist that he had on there, what was her name? Mizo.
Bezo, yeah.
I had never heard her before this track, and I was like,
It sounds
oh,
like
what?
a Bezo track. Go back and listen to some Bezo tracks. It sounds like a Bezo track.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah,
See, I literally had never heard her before this track, and I was like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right,
I again, I don't.
nothing.
I feel like it's needed. It's needed. He sounds better on this. Lyrically, it's better than
Lyrically, is a
Tell
lot
No
better.
Lie. It's a lot better. It's just that rapping, man. It sounds like I don't know, man. It sounds like Church Clothes 4. A lot of he does this rapping on Church Clothes 4.
Uh huh.
And I think that's what turns me away a little bit from Church
Yeah.
Clothes 4 and also Brick for Brick. I don't know. I think it's a little bit I don't know, man. It's just one
Bro,
feeling.
see,
One feeling.
man, brick for brick. See, okay, so the first time I listened to it was in the gym, right? And
Okay.
it had like that
Well, yeah,
Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, in that, that's where my mind goes to. And I'm like, yo, I'm getting hyped, man. You know, so I'm about to throw
Yeah.
this weight through the wall.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But,
That's different. That's different. But when I'm sitting down or chilling, it's like,
oh, yeah. You can't listen to it,
yeah.
show.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't.
yeah. But
Yeah.
maybe that's what it's for, right?
Oh, for sure.
Bless you, banger. I went back and
Okay.
listened to Tory Deshaun, beast.
Yeah.
He is you've gone
Fantastic.
back. He's a beast. He is
Yeah.
a beast.
There's
Bless you.
several songs of his I have on my playlist. Like, Tory's phenomenal.
Right. He's got some songs where he's featured on. So I feel like
Mhm.
Bless You is a banger. Both of them did their thing on this. I'm gonna say this right now. Reconstruction, banger. My Story, banger. Tell No Lie Can Go. Brick for
I
Brick.
love Reconstruction, yo. He
You know, yeah.
Reconstruction. He told stuff that needed to be said about like what goes on inside the church. It's like he
Right.
called stuff out that need to be called out.
Right.
So
Yes.
I really appreciated that. Yeah.
Yes. He says that, and I'm glad you said that. He says dark, twisted fantasies cast system casualties. What?
Mm.
And then he said, "Lion lives inside the pulpit, raise realities." Oh man, he is killing pastors on this, right? And then he said, "We walking away from faith. We was walking away from fraud, right?" And then he said, "Reconstruction. We ain't lost. We architects now." I'm
Bro,
like,
let me
"Oh
tell you something. That was my favorite song on that whole track on that full
yeah,
album, bro.
yeah,
Reconstruction. That was it.
yep."
He hit the hammer on the nail on the head with I don't know how you say the phrase, but he hit it on right there. He was
I
on
want
point with that.
to yes, and I want to say, life is where I feel like this album really starts. Life
Ooh.
is where this album really like we got Reconstruction, My Story. I feel like
Mhm.
Tell No Lie and Brick for Brick could have gone down a little bit. Could have maybe not taken off the album. Could have gone down a little bit because there's some songs on here. I'm just like, oh boy.
Yeah.
but I feel
Yeah.
like Life is where the album really this is the Lecrae I like,
Yeah.
and then it goes into a perfect segue into Die for the Party. I reviewed this song and I was like. This is
Chef's
the
kiss.
Lecrae I want. This is the production I need,
Chef's
and
kiss.
it's just life. And then it goes to the perfect segue into Die for the Party, and then it goes into Headphones. Headphones. this is gonna be one of those songs that I tell you right
Man.
now. I feel like this reminds me of Rebel, Real Talk.
Yep. Yep.
This is something where I feel like it's needed, right?
Yep. And
It's just
honestly, I was nervous about it at first when I saw who he was had on the track. Because I'm like, okay,
I
Killer
was a
Mike,
little nervous.
you know
I
what I'm
was a
saying?
little
Killer Mike
nervous.
gonna stay in the lines a little bit, but T.I. I don't know.
He
Tip
killed it,
gonna do his thing. He
dude.
killed
Ti had the best verse. Ti
Yeah.
had the best verse, and I was like, "You're right." I was like, "What Ti are we gonna get?" I was
Yeah,
thinking,
really. We're gonna get
I was
T.I.
like,
We're gonna get Tip.
I know, man. I was like, oh man. I was like, man. It did. Ti said some things on that track, man. Go back and definitely listen to my review. Listen to my
Okay.
review for "Die for the Party." Definitely dope track. Dope track. And then
Okay.
we get right. And then after headphones, we get into right back into into like I felt like "There for You" was cool. I want to
Okay.
say Friday was on this, right?
Yeah.
I was very interested to see because I felt like Friday's been killing hooks. I like Friday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, man, what are we gonna get on this? And I felt like the hook was cool. Uh, I don't know. I didn't like Lecrae's verses on this at all. What do you kind of feel the same way? What are your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I don't even remember this track on the album. That's how little I felt
Ooh,
about it. That's how little
ooh,
I felt about it. It
ooh,
was it
ooh,
was
that's not
like,
good. That's not good.
nah, it's
Ooh,
not. It's not. It's not. I don't even remember it. You know what I'm saying? It was just
ooh,
it was just okay, Craig. It wasn't nothing that was
ooh.
like peak. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna argue there. That's why I'm not gonna argue there, right?
Hey, y'all can
But
DM me. We can talk about it, but that's just my opinion.
I feel like Friday was kind of. When I saw Friday on the track list, I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting. So
Ain't
H2O.
doing nothing.
I want to
Okay.
talk about H2O for a second.
Let's talk about it.
And you probably can relate to this, right? I love
Hmm.
his rhyming on this.
Yes.
H2O is the perfect right. The way Lecrae is rhyming on this is
Hmm.
similar to the Journey on Church Close 4. You remember that song on Church Close 4?
I do.
The
Wow.
Journey. The Journey.
Wow.
When I
Yeah.
heard this, I was like, man, H2O is perfect for this, man.
He
Amazing
is.
track. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite tracks of the album. One of
Yeah.
my
And it's a
favorite
great like
tracks of the album.
connector and like between like the different
Right,
vibes of the track.
right,
It's
right,
it
right.
mends it
Yep,
so well.
right. H2O was really dope, man. I
Yeah.
love this rhyming on this. He was saying a lot on this.
Yeah.
A lot
It
on
definitely
this.
one of the top tracks on the album for sure.
Right.
In my opinion.
Holidays, I actually went back and listened to it again.
Bro. This is
And
that big question mark track on the album for me.
wow.
Because and I say it
Wow.
because one of who he brought on John
Okay.
Bellion.
Billy, yep, yep.
Yeah, he you know what I'm saying, I've seen him in like the pop, like the EDM
Right,
spaces. So I'm
right.
like, okay, I don't know where you're going with this, Craig. Let's hear it.
Okay.
And then when I heard it, I'm like, okay, so Lecrae fell flat on this. But
He did feel flat with John Billion's voice along with him
yeah,
trying to be melodic on the hook too. I think he was
yeah.
trying to clarify his message on this. And I do agree. I think it was a dope verse.
Hmm.
John Billion on this. I was like, I think
Yeah,
if he would have not had John on this, I
yeah,
think the song would have been better. But
yeah.
I like the message on this.
I
I
like the
like the
message on it
I
too.
like the
I
message,
do.
but I definitely get it. I definitely get it.
Yeah.
You weren't a fan of this song.
No, I was not. John, it's just because of my previous knowledge of John and
Okay.
how he is, and also how he sings too. Like it to
Right.
me, it doesn't mesh with a Lecrae track, and
Right,
so
because
I feel like it's
the
one of
track
those.
was very you're right, because the track was very hip hop. It was very like hip hop heavy. And
Yeah,
you're right. And the beat was a little fast for him. I will say
yeah,
the beat was a little fast for him. I definitely
right.
agree. No arguments there. If people would to say I'm not feeling that track, I'm like, now am I gonna go back and listen to it, repeat it over and over and over? Maybe not. But
No, no,
I feel
no.
it was okay. I feel like it was okay.
It was
Right?
one of them experimental tracks. It was one of those like, okay, let's see what happens when we put
Okay.
John Bailey
Okay.
on it, and let's see how the audience reacts to it.
You think he
But
should have put somebody else on there?
yeah,
Okay.
me personally, yeah. It's
Okay.
just again, their styles are so different. It's so different, and maybe it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I can bring you into this space, or you did a favor for me, let me do a favor for you, type of thing. But
Right.
I wasn't feeling that.
And this goes back to this song reminds me of a little, not quite, but remember what's the Kanye in oh man, what'd she say on Heard You Say, what was that song? Heard Him Say. What was that song? And what's the name was on that? It sounds a little bit like this, just a little bit off key. You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on. Let me Google this.
It was
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine. There it is.
Yeah.
And that's when I heard this. That's when I thought of. I heard him say, right?
Yeah.
Heard him say. And that's when I was like, maybe he was trying to go for that. Maybe he was trying to go for that, but I was like, the sound isn't there.
Yeah,
John
he need to go the other way.
And then he put John Billion at the end. Like at the end, I was like, maybe it was the construction of that song, no pun intended. But
right.
Pray for Me was just cool.
It was
Pray
cool.
For Me was just cool. I think it was. I would say probably move this track up. This track probably needed to go up a little bit. Too Much was just okay.
It was alright. It was alright.
Accolades over here.
Yeah.
I don't think the sounds match. I don't think production.
I think I tuned out when I reviewed this. When I reviewed that song, I was like, no, cool. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing's like, it didn't make my eyes get buck. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those like, we're still relaxed.
I wanna say something about this next song because I'm a little jaded on this song. Right, Politicking. Are you a fan? Let me ask you this, right? Are you a fan of Propaganda? Because Propaganda's dope.
It's dope overall, but and again, I have to tap into my Christianness.
Okay.
There was one lyric on the track, and this is controversial because they're like, is this profanity or is it not? But he uses that West Coast slang, the HEAAA. Yeah. And he said it in the track, and I'm like, as an artist who, you can say you're a Christian artist who's a Christian, whatever, but that's a gray area that you don't want to touch if you're trying to preserve the message of what your album's trying to say.
And it's almost like he tried to give a nod to the West Coast.
Yes.
He tried to give a nod to the West Coast, but
yeah, exactly.
You're right, and that's the gray area. That's the gray area. Okay,
otherwise, this song would be like it would be high for me.
Have you heard of Propaganda?
I have heard several times.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Propaganda. I wish they would come out with an album together. Him and Lecrae, I think that would be perfect. But you're right. And even a little bit, or like we spoke about the Miles Bennett album and Lecrae album.
Yeah.
Even that's a little bit of a great album. And matter of fact, that's the way I feel about Hammer Time. I'm sorry to bring back Hammer Time. That's how I feel about Hammer Time. That's how I feel about Brick for Brick.
You had nightmares about Hammer Time, didn't you?
It is. But you're right. It's a gray area. It's an area where I feel like he maybe doesn't want to cross.
Right. Okay. Like, stay away from that. We understand what you were trying to do, but that ain't it.
But I do see where he tried to add the West Coast sounds to this album.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
I mean, I even like the transition, like where he went from like the new school, like West Coast.
Right. And then Propaganda. And then Propaganda came in.
Yeah, and then it goes back to like the old school.
Right. Yeah, I was like, man, Propaganda killed this, man.
Yeah, he did.
I'm glad you mentioned that I prefer Propaganda's verse over Lecrae's.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Have you noticed, like, on this album, all of his guests kind of outshine him on these tracks?
Well,
for the most part.
Well, you're right. Let's go back through it here. Would you say Jackie Hill Perry outshined him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. No. I'm not going back to Brick or Brick because I feel like Tony Deshaun. You think?
Everybody Everybody even. It was even weight.
Okay. I think T.I. outshined him. Killer Mike. I think Killer Mike to me.
It was cool.
It was cool. I like the video better than Killer Mike's verse, but T.I. killed it.
Yes. Yeah.
There for You with Friday, I think Friday outshined him on it. Friday made the hook, made me want to just listen to the hook and not Lecrae's verses. So I agree with that.
Yeah.
John Billions, we spoke about that in verbatim. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll give him
Yeah.
a pass on that. And Akleso, what do you?
Mm.
I kind of tuned out this track a little bit. So
Yeah. Like I said, it was one of those where it's like, all right, it
and
was a filler.
propaganda killed him. I think propaganda got him on this.
He did.
But I'm gonna say this right. Uh, propaganda, Ti, Jackie Hill Perry to an extent are kind of elite
Yeah.
artists.
They are.
So, but
So
you got to wear your album.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like, and I'm gonna say this right now, and I should have said this on my review.
Oh
The
snap.
Ti verse
Mm-hmm.
is kind of what I wanted from Lecrae.
Mm.
It's kind of what I want. I feel like
Mm. Okay.
we did get some bars. Speaking about his cousin, speaking about his brother, and all that. But
Yeah.
I feel like those are kind of lyrics I kind of want from Lecrae.
Yeah.
Right? God
Yeah.
is in control. Uh,
Yeah.
God's taking over. I feel like I want a little bit more from that from Lecrae.
Yeah, I feel like again he tried to stick to that popularity. So like having these
Right,
two secular
right.
artists, like he knows what he's trying to do, but he also doesn't want to, push the water, push the wave a little bit too much. So he's gonna keep it neutral. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
by not mentioning God too much in it. Whereas with Ti was like you said, like you wanted Lecrae to take Ti's verse, or you wanted Lecrae to
I,
sound more like what Ti did on the
right.
verse.
And Killer Mike was telling his story. Killer Mike's always in story mode. He did his thing.
Yeah,
But I feel like Lecrae was kind of I feel like he was kind of toting the line a little bit on that verse. Now
yeah,
that I really go back and think about it, and I felt Ti's verse. I was like,
yeah,
dang, dude.
yeah,
Like it hit the heart. I was like, dang, dude. And now I don't know if that's by design. If
yeah,
Lecrae heard the verse and was like, man, we gotta keep it this by design. But you're
yeah.
right. These artists on the album are kind of, you know, they
Right.
all shining a little bit. You're right. You're right. You're right on that.
Whether that was intentionally or not, but Lecrae kind of was like, "All right, young man," or "All right, bro, hey, you got it," like that
Right.
kind of.
Better Sober
So,
is a radio hit.
yes,
Better Sober. But again,
for
Madison
sure.
Ray Ward, again, another artist have you heard of her before?
I heard a couple of songs, but
She's a newer
actually,
artist. She's a newer artist.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she was actually on Lecrae's podcast not too long ago.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think that's probably where that collab came from.
Right. She did her thing on this. I think this should be on the radio, but
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think this is another track. I think this track is a little bit too far down the track listing. I think this should have been. I think
Fire
this should have
up.
been a little higher. This probably
Yeah.
could have went right after. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Tell No Lie. Maybe after Tell No Lie. If they would have
Okay.
put this up after Tell No Lie and did Brick by Brick, maybe I would feel some different way because I feel like Tell No Lie and Brick by Brick were too close together. Too
Yeah.
much of the sound the same.
Yeah.
And then Too Much, I thought it was okay. I think this album was running a little long after. I would have been okay if he ended it at Better Sober.
He ran a little long with this track.
Yeah, he
with this
went a little
album.
long, and I was like, is this album still going? Cross the Ocean, I just felt like was okay. I probably would have left
Yeah.
this album. I kind of don't like the song. It was a little long in the tooth.
Yeah.
Erase Me was dope.
Erase Me was good. With
Erase Me was
Holland.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another artist that killed him on it again.
Yeah.
Erase Me was dope. Was real dope. I probably would have moved this up. I would have definitely kept this. It's Still Here. Still Here was a again. Still Here is a dope track. It's a cool track. I would have moved this up the list. It was a single he released. I would have moved this up the list. Now, if I go back through these track listings, right? If I go back through
Okay.
this track, and I like to talk about some songs I would keep and take out, right?
Yeah.
Reconstruction stays. My Story stays.
Okay.
Tell No Lie. Maybe move this down a little bit. Maybe move it down. I know I said keep it there, but move it down a little bit. Brick by Brick,
Okay.
I probably can go. Bless You stays. Yeah, that can go. Bless You stays. Life stays. Die for the
Okay.
Party stays. Headphones stays.
Yeah.
There for You with Friday, that probably could go. That probably
Yeah,
could
for
go.
sure. For
That
sure. For
probably
sure.
could go.
Yeah. Adios.
Yeah, that probably could go. H2O definitely stays.
Yeah.
Holidays with John Billion.
That can go. For me, that can go.
Okay, that can go.
Nah, that ain't it.
Pray for Me can go.
It would probably be at the bottom. It would be at the bottom. I wouldn't get rid of it entirely, but it would be at the bottom.
Because
Yeah.
I think Pray for Me was a song that was needed.
Yes.
I probably would have put this after my story.
Okay, that's valid.
Maybe so. If it's here, gone, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
Too much can go.
Too much can go. Yeah. Gone.
Mad at You. If I'm gonna say this about Mad at You,
Okay.
that ending part is amazing.
Yeah.
And part of Mad at You, if that was a skit and he moved this up, that's what I would have done.
Okay.
Other than that, Mad at You can go.
Yeah.
Politicking.
Bro, if he didn't have that one lyric in there, man, it would be at the top of me, man. It would be to the top.
The way you feel about politicking is the way I feel about Brick by Brick and Hammer Time.
No, but I'm
the
not
way
saying
you feel about politics. Huh?
I'm not saying it's a bad record, though. I'm just saying I just didn't like
but that line is probably going to stick with you for a long time.
It is, man. It kind of ruined it for me. I ain't going to hold you. I mean, the song still overall sounds really good. It's just it ruins the overall message for me. You know what I mean? Okay. So
well, the name alone means so many things. Politics.
It's true. Politics.
Many. That alone is a gray area.
Yeah, that is very true. Maybe that's why he did that. This is kind of throw it in there.
Right. Yeah. I think you gotta have a little bit above the track listing here. Better Sober stays. I think Better Sober is really dope. Stays.
Yeah.
I have notes here. I would have ended the album here at Better Sober. Cross the Ocean could
Cross
go.
The Ocean. Okay.
Could
yeah.
Go. Cross the Ocean
could go. For sure.
Probably my least favorite track on the album. Erase Me. That can stay. I would have moved that up. I probably would have moved that up after. What did I say? After.
Bless You. Or Life.
What did I say? What could go after my story?
I don't remember.
It was one of these tracks, but yeah, I would move up Erase Me because I think Erase Me was a dope track. He was rapping. This is the rapping. That's the rapping I like from Lecrae.
Yeah,
I feel like that's moved up. Still Here. Still Here could probably move up. It sounds like from 19 tracks, it sounds like possibly he was like, I'm not going to put a deluxe album out for this. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know. But it's almost like he was like, you know what, forget it. Put out all the tracks, right? Maybe he wanted to stop at 13, 14, and do these other ones extras. Who knows? Maybe he felt like these extra ones weren't credible for a deluxe, but who knows? But overall rating of this album.
Overall, I said.
Let you go first. What is your overall rating? What is your 0 out of 10? What are you giving it?
Okay, 0 out of 10. Out of 10, I would give it 7.5.
Okay.
I would give it 7.5. Yeah.
Okay. 7 to a 7.5, right?
Yeah.
What
do you think?
I almost went 8, but I feel like that's a little generous.
Yeah.
I would go 7.25 to a 7.75, somewhere in the middle there. I would say 7.5. I was probably, but this album will be on my end of the year list.
Okay,
it will be on my end of the year list due to we got 19 tracks. I feel like you getting a solid. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get about 12, 13 tracks. 13 tracks out of 19 is not bad. 14 tracks out of 19. It's not bad. So 5 to 6, I would say could go, maybe even 7. So yeah, 12 to 13 out of 19 is not bad at all.
That's passing grade.
That's passing. So yeah. 7, I would not Now that I think about it, man.
Maybe knock it down a couple of point decimals.
Yeah, man. 7 to 7. I would say 7 to anyway. No higher than 8 is generous.
It's very
8 is
generous.
a little generous.
Yeah.
And I had to think about it. I was like, 8 is a little generous.
Yeah.
I still like. Um, I still like. I think Ricky's Restoration is my favorite album from top to bottom of his.
Mhm.
And maybe we need to do a listen through of Anomaly, either Anomaly
Mm.
or Church
Yeah.
Close. Maybe that's
Yeah.
something we can speak on offline.
For
Let us
sure.
know if you guys want us to do an album listen through. I'll let JC kind of determine that. But again, 7 to 7.5. The highest for me is probably 7.5.
Yeah.
Uh, so I will. But yeah, we'll see about a listen through. We'll flip
Let's
a
get
coin.
it.
I'll
Yeah.
put a poll. I will put a poll out, or we'll talk about it offline to see which album. I can't do Church Close 4, but if we have to, if it's overwhelming, overwhelming, then yeah, we can do that. Maybe Anomaly. Maybe Anomaly. Maybe that's an album I need to kind of go back to.
I definitely need to. It's been a long time since I've been on Anomaly, since I've listened to
Right.
it. So
Maybe
yeah,
we'll try to
I'll
go
be
to.
down.
Maybe we'll try to do Anomaly or Restoration, and we'll do one of the Church Close albums.
Okay, bet.
Something like that, yeah, something like that. To kind of, I think I'm very interested in Anomaly, to see how I feel about it now. To
Mm.
see how I feel about it. I know how I
Yeah.
feel about Church Close. I know how I feel about Church Close 4. Maybe we will do Anomaly. I know how I feel about Restoration.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe I need to revisit Anomaly.
No,
Anomaly
I'll be down
is
for that.
11 years old, which came out 2014.
Yeah.
Um,
Long time. That's what I'm saying. It's been a while since
it-
I've listened to it.
right,
So I'll be down to listen to it again. Do like a
right.
listen through. For
Right.
sure, for sure.
So Reconstruction, you're giving 7 to 7.5. What's your
Yes.
high? What's your highest? If somebody would say, "Hey, you would give it 7.5."
uh
Your friends are watching, so you
you know,
gotta.
yeah, no. 7.4. 7.4. How about that?
Oh, come on! Oh, come on, man! Come on!
No,
You just
it's just
told me. You just told me about 7.25. You gonna throw a 7.4 there?
Would you went to the hundreds place with it? But no,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, and you made some really good points about some tracks that I thought about, but then you said it like when you were talking about There For You and
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
Much. I'm just like, and then Holidays, I'm like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
those are 2 tracks. The Holidays and Politicking or Was. It sounds like you're giving 3 points off just for that.
Yeah,
Man. That's
exactly.
that's a bad line for you. But let me look up this line you're speaking about. What let me
I
see.
mean, to everyday people, it might sound fun, but just me as a believer and me having a passion about not losing like the purity of it all
Okay.
and not losing
You
the
remember what the
salt.
line you remember what the line started with?
No, I don't. But it was right before the second refrain or the second chorus.
Oh, it was right before so it was in the first verse.
Yeah,
Um
it's like a couple lines before that. Before
and what
this,
what is he speaking about? Oh.
you see it.
Okay. Took a lot of losses, but we still strong. Hey, you smell the favor in my pheromones. That ain't the line, is it?
No, that's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it. Hold
Uh,
on.
here it is. Here it is. Got the piece of God with me out the Glock up. Never worry about a drought. I stock up. Oh,
No,
that
that's not
line.
it. Hold on. That's not it.
Uh,
Hold on. Let me
okay.
look up the lyrics because I don't remember word for word, but
Okay. Um.
it's something. Oh, here it is. Uh, Death is all around me, but the fear is gone. Power living in me. H of fearsome. It's like
What line?
two lines. It's 2 lines up from like the bottom of the first verse.
Um. Is it a verse one? I don't see that line.
It's verse one. It's like the third
Oh,
to the
oh,
last verse.
Death is all around me, but the fear God. power living in me. Oh, hella fearsome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, like there's a scripture verse, a chapter about, like even though we know, profanity and whatnot, we still want to do and act in a way to where we don't lose people to their vices or what they might be struggling with. And so we must present ourselves in a way to where people don't get confused about not only how
Right.
we
To
stand
the
and
a-
believe
to
on.
the to the average fan or person, maybe hearing that may say, "Oh, that's just slang," but I
Exactly.
get it. Right. Okay.
Exactly. So from that perspective, that's why it loses its its thing with me. It's
Okay.
like you could have chosen a different word for that.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? Not to sound like
Yeah. No. No.
too
No. No. No.
critical.
That's your opinion. But hey,
Yeah.
but so 7. So you're not going below a 7, but you're
No.
you're going below a 7.5. So you're at like 7.25. You're at like so you're at like so we're at the same pace.
Yeah.
7.25.
We're in agreement.
7.25 to 7.5. So 7.5
Yeah.
because I was considering going 8, but I was like, I gotta stop giving out eights because the eight's
Mm,
embarrassed. So I'm gonna go down to I think my highest would be 7 point, but I will 7.5 is probably where I would go.
okay.
But I will
Okay.
say this album is in my top. It's gonna be my top of the year list, depending on what else
For
comes
sure.
out this year.
For
Depending
sure.
on what else comes out this year. But man, really appreciate it, man, JC, for
Bro, having me,
definitely,
bro.
man. This has been a pleasure, man. Had a really good time, man. We're definitely gonna do an album listen through of one of these Lecrae albums, man. Can't wait to
For
have you
sure.
on that, man. Let
For
the people
sure.
know how they can find you, man.
Bro, so y'all can find me on Instagram. Y'all can find me on Threads, Twitter,
Yep.
and
All
on
same thing,
YouTube,
right?
man, at JC
All
Bowie with a zero.
Yep. All that's going to be down in the description box, y'all. Let us
Yes,
know what
sir.
you guys think about Lecrae. Let us know what you guys think about this new album, man. This is my first time reviewing Lecrae's album. I've done reviews for Till the Party Dies and also Headphones, 2 dope tracks. Let us
Yes.
know. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Also follow JC Bowie on his
With a
channel.
zero.
Yeah, great channel. Gonna have that down in the description box. Definitely follow him on Instagram. Support him, man. Really dope artist, man. Really dope, man. Really appreciate his content, y'all. I'm philosophical from the rap review room, y'all. We're out, y'all. Peace.
Peace.